Dr. Anom, and welcome to my next tutorial episode on my channel. Now, this particular one, as you can probably tell from the title, is a tutorial on Galaxy Finder. The reason I'm doing this is because a lot of my new guys are having trouble with using Galaxy Finder, since it's not your typical one. Most people either use Pathfinder or Tripwire, but we use Galaxy Finder, and there's not any tutorials that I could find on actually how to use Galaxy Finder, so I feel like if anyone, I can help anyone else on it. So, how you do it? So, what you do is you load up to Galaxy Finder. Now, what you will have is, if you're not in a corporation, you won't have anything. You will just have a blank slate. In terms of me, I've got my 3 corporations, like 3 maps that are for the corp, and my private one. And then for today's episode, we'll use the private one. So I'd give you a little rundown how this works. So you will want to add characters, like connect your character. I've got 2 of my alts. And then what you can do, that means it will track you using ESI. Word of warning, as if you've just joined a new corp, or you've just joined my corp, and your ESI, and it's not showing up your corp maps, it's because ESI takes about 24 hours to work. Have some coffee. So, now, I set this map as like from my home, the system I happen to be in. So if you go on map, you can create the name of the map, type it private or corp or your root system. Now this will automatically update for what system you're in if it's tracking you. So my root system is the Wormhole I'm in. You can add corporations or people to this map by typing it in here. So for example, if I wanted to add my corp, so Interstellar Central Technologies, I can add that, and I can change the access to this map. So I could change it to read and write or just read. And that means you could set it up so certain people, like allies, but you don't really want access to your main map, but could you still want to see it, they can see the map. When you click on a any system on the map, so far we've only got 1. I'll be adding more. You will get the system that you're in, or the first bit of the map, and it will tell you, if you're in a wormhole, it will tell you your 2 statics, or your statics up here. So this one's got a high sec static, it will tell you the code. It will tell you C1 static, it will tell you the code. It will also tell you down here, like, what type it is, if it's type. So this one's type 2 red giant. It will tell you what its bonuses and need defects. Yeah, so when you go into a new system, right, what you need to do, right, this is the first thing you need to do, is you will need to copy and paste the signatures of that system in your mapper. To do that, you go on your even line client. You open up your probe scanner. So I've done some scanning in here, right? You click on the probe scanner. You Control A to highlight all of them all. You Control C to copy them all. And then you Control V and post them in there. Okay, and what it will do is to help you separate them out into anomalies, like all your combat anomalies, and your signatures. And this will be all your signatures. If there are wormholes scanned in, but it don't know what they are, it will create a little chain, like this. Now, it's important when you go into a new wormhole, when you're scanning, to do copy and paste it. Because when you go to jump into a wormhole, if you haven't got that scan, it won't know where you are, and it won't create a little map. So, obviously, it knows that we've got 2 possible wormholes, CRM and VZC. And because they don't know what they are, they'll come up as a question mark. Right. I have scanned down a new wormhole as earlier. So, right, this is the high sec. Alright, so what I will do is work out where the hell I am on the mapper, VZC high sec. So I would save it under the bookmarks for my corp, VZC high sec, save, and I'll jump in. As you can see, I'm here in Gulf from D. Alright, in terms of my corp, I'll say return, so they know where to go in. And then what you do is you go on Galaxy Finder, and it will ask you what one, like this. It says you jumped into Golfondi from here, and then it will ask you which signature you've been in. This is why it's important to copy and paste the signatures in here, because if you don't do that, it won't know which signature you jumped in, and you won't be able to map it. So as we have jumped in to VZC, I click VZC, tick, and it will automatically put all the details in and show a connection between the C2 and VZD. A little bit of information you can do, you can right click that, you can say it's a free call, you can say the preserved mass, you can say do not enter, and you can say a stage of life, which is quite useful. So I'll fly back in. Alright, back in here again, and the mapper should, in a bit, connect you up to there. There we go, I'm in there. Alright, there's no wormhole in here. Go on the mapper, CRM. Go up to CRM. Hit D-scan a couple of times. And it's basically the same thing. You look at the wormhole, for my corp's sake, CRM. So you saved it. You show info because we want to know what it is. It's a medium hole, so it's the C1 static. Yep, so now we're in the new hole. So we save it, return. And then what you do is the mapper will ask us which one we went in. So we went into CRM. Yep, click, and then there we go. You got the wormhole. Comes up on the mapper. So what you could do, as I said, this is a high set static. You can then what you can do is set ping. You can set the status. So if it's occupied, you could put like yellow, and then it does like an orangey yellow kind of surrounding. And then what you could do is you could put it so like it's a free hole, which shows up green, or you can say like preserve mass, and that just basically means gives your corp mates or yourself, if you're doing this, or yourself too, kind of like an indication of what everything is. Like when you get this correct, there's a lot of information that you can do on all of this. So you like, for example, can add notes on everything, and then you can like put everything like temporary night, name, analysis, whatever. You can even add like station timers. So you put the name, like the structure, the corporation, yada yada yada, and you can put it all through there. And it's like a really nice way of like, there's a lot of information you could do on it. You can even like use the Pathfinder. It tells you when you click on like the high 6 stacks, it tells you like the shortest, the most secure ways to all the trade hubs, and like the secure way to all the trade hubs. And you can even use Pathfinder to like say the destination name where you want to go, and it will give you a really short route to them. It'll give you the route to them. So that's really it. It's not that much more to Galaxy Finder. Like when it goes EOL, it will show the mass. It will show like when you go EOL, it goes like a jagged line. There's not much really to it. So yeah, but like this is one of the better mappers and easy to understand mappers. I mean, they all basically do the same thing anyway, but I feel like this one could give you a lot more information. Like you've got a link to .lan, CKill board, and you've got all your information there. So if you got any questions, please comment on the comments. Thank you for everyone that watched this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.